Hot hatches. Fun little cars that you can use every single day, and then at the weekend take it out to your favourite B road and absolutely squeeze the lemon. And when I stop and think about the current dying breed of hot hatches that are available currently, there's only about 4 that come to mind, like the Honda Civic Type R, a 325 brake horsepower hot hatch putting all that power through the front wheels, and the price starts at around £51,000. And apparently, after 2026, the Civic Type R is a no-go. But fear not, we still have a 276 brake horsepower front-wheel drive Ford Focus ST, which starts at around £38,000. Actually, that's getting discontinued as well. And then we have what some people class as the best front-wheel drive option, the Golf GTI. Currently there's a Mark 8.5, but the next one, which is the Mark 9, is going to be electric, so the Golf GTI is finished as well. That costs around 40k as well, and has the same engine as this. Let's talk about this. And this is the CUPRA Leon VZ3, and it shares the same engine as mentioned as the Golf GTI, and there's currently no plans to shelf this. Now, a huge disclaimer: an all-wheel drive, X-drive, four-wheel drive, 4Motion, you name it, is great. All year round performance, rain, snow, sun, it does it. But there's something about a hot hatch being either front or rear wheel driven that just hits the spot. It's not bland. Imagine getting a curry that just tastes like water. You wouldn't enjoy it. And when I actually think about it, some of the four-wheel drive hot hatches that are available aren't even hot hatches. They're like hyper hatches. They're knocking on the door of some of the best coupes that money can buy. Either way, that is the CUPRA Leon, and I'm going to tell you why I think it could take the top spot when it comes to the hot hatch front-wheel drive division. Let's get straight into it. Now, in the heart of this beast, we have the VAG Group Special, the 2-litre TSI EA AAA engine, putting out around 300 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. Through a 7-speed DSG, it just worked. And when it comes to efficiency, you could easily do 40 mpg on a cruise in eco mode. But there isn't eco mode, so I'm going to show you how that works. Little Tim trick there for you. And if you want this engine, you're going to have to spend a bit of money. It only comes with the VZ1, VZ2 or VZ3 specs. V1, V2, V3 specs come with a 1.5 or a 1.5 plug-in hybrid. The 1.5 plug-in hybrid is a great little engine. I actually drove it in the Cupra Formentor. I took that car to France and back and did a few other trips with it, and it works. Check that video out over there if you want to. And with this being the VZ3 spec, we have absolutely everything you could need in a hot hatch. These cut bucket seats are amazing, comfortable and electric. The Sennheiser sound system, which sounds epic, and the Acabona brake system, which is really good. It will put you through the windscreen if you wanted to. Now, there's a saying that says all things that stop must go fast. Or is it all things that go fast must stop? Either way, 0 to 65.7. Can we beat it? Oh, a wheel spin. Come on, boy. Aggressiveness and 60. So keep your 5.7 because we did a 5.48. Now, a front-wheel drive hot hatch is always going to be quite leery when it comes to starting off the line. Obviously, you can't beat an X-drive or an all-wheel drive or a 4Motion or whatever you want to call it. But for me, the fun is a front or rear all day, every day. Now, when you press the Cupra button on the steering wheel, we're given 4 options for drive modes: comfort, performance, Cupra, and individual. Now, this does have dynamic chassis control, so it's got adaptive suspension in short. And one thing I will say is that it's still quite firm. Don't get me wrong, this is a hot hatch. It's not made to be the smoothest car on the road, but compared to the GTI, I'd say this feels a bit more raw. Now, when just driving the car with no real urgency, the gearbox is still quite responsive. So we're here cruising along, and if I need to overtake somebody, a little push of the toenail will drop the gears just where I want it. Again, not trying to blow the engine up, but here we are cruising along at 40 on a 60, and a little squeeze, kicks down, and I'm away. It didn't make a drama off it. It didn't second guess anything. It just does it, and I like that. Sometimes you'd probably need to press your drive mode button and go into another mode. No, in comfort, it could be all you need day to day. But of course, for the sound, double press or hold the button, as I found out in one of my recent YouTube comments on the last Cupra car that I had, which I believe was the Terramar. So thank you for that comment. If you hold down the button, it actually takes you straight into CUPRA mode, and you get all of the sound through the speakers and all of that nice performance. Now, as mentioned, the suspension is a tad bit firm, so that individual mode is gonna get used quite a bit. But not all that glitters is gold. I've got an issue with this car, but it's something that could be fixed, and that is the matte paintwork. I'm just not a fan of it. From afar it looks great, it feels great, but up close you can see fingerprints here, fingerprints here, fingerprints there. And aside from the paintwork, I think this is a very good looking car. We've got the aggressive front end over here with the exposed grille. We've got these new LED lights with the triangles in there, and it's also round the back as well, just over here. Very, very fancy. And if you didn't know, CUPRA also put all of their models inside of the rear tail lights. Fjord Blue is what I'd go for, the £700 metallic option instead of the £2,000 matte options. Again, they look great, but yeah, just like, I cannot be bothered cleaning that with a baby wipe every other day. And if you cast your mind back to the beginning of the video, the only thing letting this thing down is the fact that the Golf GTI is around. If there was no GTI, this would be the go-to. And for £2 more, is this whole premium looking fancy modern interior worth it? Now, something I would do is probably go for the VZ1 spec, because these bucket seats are great, but unless you're going to be tracking this car, you don't really need it. You don't need these harness holes. Sure, they look great, but if you look at the spec, the VZ1 would probably save you about £3 to £4, and on top of that, you could still spec the sunroof if you wanted to. But for me, I'm more about the performance, so I'd put the prettiness aside, get rid of this £2,000 optional extra paintwork, and just go for the engine and the drive, because it's a great drive. And this 2 litre, we all know what it can do. Golf R, GTI, and through the front wheel drive, it's just fun. Take nothing away from these 4Motion and these X drives, you just can't beat a front wheel drive hatch. And if we take our speed right down to a creep and plant the accelerator with traction fully off, it grips when the tyres are warm, simply because not only does it have the right amount of horsepower and the right amount of torque, it's also just a well-balanced car. It's proven. That's all I need to say. Its own enemy is its best friend. And I know a lot of people would say that is a lot of money. Sure, 42 grand for a hot hatch is a lot of money, but don't forget, the Type R is still there. It's still there. A bit more horsepower, yes, but that starts at 50. Sure, it's a more track-focused car, but yeah, let me know. Type R or Golf GTI / CUPRA Leon. Very tricky decision. Now, as mentioned, the hot hatch market is on its way out. There's a lot of electrical cars been thrown at us, and a real hot hatch for me needs a bit of emotion, needs a bit of fun, and all of these electric cars are great for a purpose, but I need a bit of sound, I need a bit of playfulness, and these sort of cars are what give it to me. And what would boost this car massively, in my opinion, is if it came in a manual. Now, there is a manual option, but it's just the 1.5, and it's not anywhere near the performance of this car. And considering that you can pick up a brand new Golf GTI at £40,000, and the cheapest you can get one of these is £42,000, have CUPRA kind of priced themselves out, bearing in mind they're all in the same family? Or are they banking on the fact that the GTI is going to be gone and this is all that's going to be left? Decision. And if you're not undecisive and you decided that this video is something you'd like to see more of, please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see all of your beautiful faces in the next one. Take care and God bless.